Hey foodies, today I'm gonna show you this extremely flavorful tandoori soya chop at home, that too without any tandoor or oven. And this one is a highly requested recipe on my channel and it tastes exactly like the ones you get in the streets of Delhi, and it's a great and healthy option for all the vegetarians. So let me walk you through the simple steps on how to prepare this at home. To prepare this smoky and flavorful tandoori soya chop, here I've got these ready-made frozen soya chop. This is very easily available in the market, so I got these for a more quicker option. But I'll definitely come up with a video on how to prepare these at home right from scratch. And since these are from the freezer, you need to remove it out and it will leave some water. So you need to squeeze the extra water from this. Just remove all of them. And then I'm going to remove this stick as well. Likewise, we'll remove the extra water from all of them because it is from the freezer, and then remove the stick. So these are all ready without the stick. Now you can cut this into two ways. So you can either cut this into long strips like this, like in vertical way. See, this is how I'm doing, like this, like long kebabs. And this will give you the maximum flavor in it after cooking because it's open from inside as well, so it will take all the flavors nicely. Or if you want, you can also cut into pieces like this, like the horizontal pieces, just like the way I am doing today, into roundels. But then you can see the roundels inside, there's a space, but then you need to marinate these really well so that the flavors go inside. So I have cut into roundels like this. So these are already chopped up, and now we need to marinate these. So in a bowl I am going to take half a cup of thick or hung yogurt. Make sure your yogurt is quite thick, otherwise it won't coat the marination nicely. Next to this I am going to add in 2 teaspoons of ginger garlic paste, 1/4 teaspoon or a pinch of Ajwain, that is carom seeds. This is optional but it gives really nice flavor, just like we do for paneer. Half a teaspoon of black pepper powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, half a teaspoon of cumin powder or zira powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, half a teaspoon of garam masala, half a teaspoon of chaat masala, half a teaspoon of salt or as per taste, and then I'm squeezing some lemon juice. You can also use half a teaspoon of amchur powder instead. Next goes in a teaspoon of kasuri methi, and then goes in 1 small teaspoon of gram flour or besan. This will help in binding and help in balancing the marinade. This is optional, but I suggest you guys just to add like half to 1 teaspoon of this. This will help in binding all the flavors together in the marination. Next goes in pinch of food color. This is optional, but this will give you the exact color of the tandoori soya chop, just like the ones you get in the market. Then next goes in some fresh coriander, 2 tablespoons of fresh cream, and then I'm adding 2 tablespoons of oil. You can also use some melted butter instead. Mix everything really well to make a thick marinade out of it. So keep mixing it for a while. You can see this is how it looks. It's neither too runny nor very thick. It should have like this thick pouring consistency. Then only it will be able to coat all the soya chop nicely. Now transfer all the soya chop pieces into this marination and mix it really well until all the soya chop pieces are nicely coated, well coated with this masala. So keep tossing it for a while. You can see they are all well coated. Now we need to give this a rest, like keep it for marination just for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we are going to cook it. So I left it for marination for about 30 minutes, and the more you do, the better flavor you will get. So now this is completely marinated, it looks good. Now you have 2-3 options of making it. You can either roast this over a pan or a tawa. So I'm taking this pan. Just take a teaspoon of oil, butter, ghee, whichever you like. Put some soya pieces in it and cook it for about 2 to 3 minutes on either sides, flipping as required or until you get good color on all of them. It doesn't take much time to cook. So the first one I'm showing you in this pan with just a teaspoon of oil. Keep flipping it as required, and this is the easiest and quickest process you can follow. So you can see this lovely looking red colored soya chaap are ready. This is the first way you can prepare. It's done enough, do not overcook it. We'll remove it out onto a plate. So this was the first way. Another option is to just burn a piece of charcoal over the flame and let it burn completely until it gets white coating on outside. Then place that in the center of the bowl and pour in a teaspoon of ghee or butter, and when it starts to release the smoke, immediately close the lid and let it get that smoky flavor completely, just like the one which I did in paneer tikka without oven. You can refer that video for this. I'll give you the link in the description box below. And the third option is to screw them. For this I have taken these skewers. These are wooden skewers. These are easily available in the market. You can also use the skewers you get along with the oven. So I'm going to place the soya chaap in this wooden stick. Keep placing the chaap inside this, and this is how it looks. This one stick is ready, nicely marinated all over. We'll keep this aside, and likewise we'll prepare all of them. So all these sticks or the skewers are ready with the soya chaap in them. Now we'll take a teaspoon of oil or butter over a pan or a tawa, brush it nicely, and then we are going to place these sticks over this and cook it for about a minute or two over medium-high flame, and then keep turning as required in between after every 1 to 2 minutes. If you want, you can also brush with some ghee or butter in between. So keep flipping and turning the sides. You can see it's getting nice color on outside because we have used all the marination in this. Do not cook it for long. Cook it just for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then to give that charred marks on it, we'll place it directly over the flame. Yes, now we are going to place this directly over the flame and keep rotating it for some time on all the sides to give that extra tandoori flavor as well as color. You can directly do this step also after screwing it, that is, do not cook it on the pan, just directly cook it over the flame. That is also perfect because soya chaap doesn't take much time to cook. So it's done enough, do not overcook it. We just wanted that little bit more color, extra color, that tandoori marks on outside. So this is how it looks. Likewise, we'll prepare all of them. And the third option is to bake them in the preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius for about 12 to 15 minutes, brushing with some butter or oil in between and flipping in between. So these all are ready. They look really good. You can simply serve these sticks also with some onions and green chutney on the side. So that's the first way of serving. But today I'm going to remove these from the sticks, transfer them onto a bowl. So transfer all of them. And we'll also take from the pan, like the ones we prepared in the pan. And now we'll take the deliciousness of this chaap into next level by adding some onions, that is thinly sliced onions, also known as lachha pyaz, some green chilies, some fresh coriander, little lemon juice, some chaat masala. You can also add a tablespoon of fresh cream or mayo or green chutney over here if you wish to. Mix everything really well, and all these things are completely optional. You can skip whatever you don't like, and you can just keep it as simple as we did earlier. But last and not the least, the most important ingredient which we don't want to miss, that is, I'm going to add just a tablespoon or two of melted butter. So just add this melted butter. It looks so yummy already. Mix everything again. Just mix, mix, mix. I'm going to serve this while it is still hot or warm. You can serve this in this plate. And I'm going to add some lachha pyaz on the side and some green chutney. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this recipe today as much I did in making it, and if yes, like, share and subscribe to my channel for more such amazing videos. I'll see you soon in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.